Hello, this is a channeled message meant to find you whenever it finds you. So the tarot cards we have for this reading are Six of Cups, Two of Cups, and Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, take this as it resonates with you, but for the majority of the people watching this, I do see a past person coming to reconcile some type of betrayal or heartache. There's just, I don't know, it looked so positive with these two cards. With that last card, Ten of Swords, that's a pretty heavy energy. And it so heavily contrasts to everything else. So, to be clear, you do not need to necessarily forgive this person, but these cards are just letting you know that it's very likely that they're gonna come to approach you or they're gonna want to talk about it. Again, it's up to you to decide if you want to let them into your life for this conversation or if you want to entertain it at all. For a lot of you, this actually does feel romantic. I think that with these two cards, at the very least, this is someone you have a strong emotional attachment to, and somebody that you've known for a while, somebody who has made a great impact or impression on you, and it looks like you've left quite an imprint on them as well. Still though, like the Ten of Swords here, it is such a heavy, dark energy, and I feel hesitant to speak on it right now because I want to understand the context of why this is here compared to all of that. So we're going to draw some more cards to clarify all of this. We're going to clarify them in order. So I'll ask, Spirit, can you tell me more about the Six of Cups? Why do I keep hearing the word princess? I don't know if that's significant to anyone or if that's like a pet name or like a romantic name, but for someone, the term princess seems significant. So to clarify the Six of Cups, we have Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay, so the first thing that came in my mind was like the beginning of the movie Legally Blonde, where the guy breaks up with the main protagonist because he's going off to law school and he can't have a girlfriend who's the main character, supposedly because she's blonde or that he thinks she is not smart enough. I see with this Eight of Cups, it's like this person had to leave you because there was this assumption that they could find better or they could find someone else. Honestly, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it just feels kind of bad, like they didn't treat you properly or they didn't really see your worth. Like they just went out to look for something else even though you had something fine that, like, it was adequate, it was perfectly fine, perfectly good on its own. Anyways, like, I feel like they did what they thought was best for them at the time, and you're left in this place of like hanging, or like, I feel like you respected their space or you let them be. But in a way, I feel like it hurt you or it left you in a very vulnerable state. With this card, the Ten of Cups, I see you as the older man in the front, and it's like he's looking at these two people having a conversation. I feel like this is you giving this other person space or because they ask for it, you like let go. But I still feel like you are seeing them, or like you're keeping tabs on them. Not even in like a stalkerish kind of way, but it's like they're in your proximity, or you genuinely do care for them, so you want them to be well. In this picture, there are two dogs looking at this man. I actually feel that this is more like your spirit guides, or like, the word I want to say is like companions. So this could be just other friends as well. They don't even need to be like metaphysical entities. I feel like some people checked in on you when this other person walked away, because maybe they didn't value you, they took you for granted, and your friends saw this, so they checked in on you. Or if it's not literal people, it's very much like your spirit team wanted to comfort you. With the Emperor here, and there's just a strong sense of will. I feel it from this other person, but it's like you see them as this as well, and you respect that they're gonna do whatever they want to do. It's their choice, and like you let them be. We're gonna continue on clarifying these cards. So I'll ask Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here? We have Three of Cups. We have Two of Wands. And we have Queen of Wands. Oh, dude. Okay, I'm sorry because okay, so Three of Cups to me, it does feel like community, but it can also represent a third party situation. Like, even though you wanted to pursue something with this individual, it looks like they were looking at someone else. I especially see that here with Queen of Wands and then Two of Wands here. They're both looking at different directions. I see the other person being represented by the Two of Wands. Notice that he has his back turned on her and that he's looking into the world, like he's looking for a different option or looking at something else. But this Queen of Wands, I feel like whenever this split occurred, it wasn't like a massive heartache or heartbreak. The word betrayal still comes up, but it's not like this person broke up with you. I'm not even sure if you had any like formal commitments. It looks like maybe you were in the realm of dating this person or starting to become vulnerable with them. And what's good about all of this is that I see that you are actually in a mature position here. The Queen of Wands to me is a queen of the people. She has an excellent understanding of her own shadow. And I feel like even though this person may have rejected you, you're still confident in yourself, understanding that if this person doesn't want you or didn't want to pursue anything with you, then there are plenty other people out there, ones that are more aligned with you or more practical. That being said, just a lot of the narrative here talks about this person addressing this betrayal or like addressing this dark feeling. Like they miss something that they had with you. I'm not trying to get anyone's hopes up into feeding into like delusion, because I'll be clear about something. It looks like they want to talk about it first before figuring out what they want to do with their own emotion. And that being said, I encourage free will, especially in regards to tarot or divination. This is just telling me that this person will want to come up, but ultimately it's up to you to decide if you want this person to be here or not, if you want to hear them out or not. And you must discern for yourself if this other person has good intention or not. Now let's move on to that last card, the Ten of Swords. So the thing I heard internally was karmic lesson, thinking I'm not good enough, but actually, like, you are. I think that I want to use the word like a numbness to rejection, but it's not even about numbness. It's like you were able to process it very clearly. I actually see a sense of maturity coming from you because, like, even though it hurts, you didn't let it affect how you treat other people. You didn't let it affect how you treat even yourself. You just allowed that emotion to be. And it takes a lot of, like, the word I want to use is strength. It takes a lot of strength to be able to hold these types of dark emotions and just simply coexist with it. But something you're doing here seems to be healthy, or it, like, I see spirit encouraging you through this catharsis, through this feeling. So whatever you did to handle this, it seemed to be correct. Oh, so this card flipped up while I was moving or shuffling. Oh, 2 cards did. We got the World. Then we got 8 of Swords. We'll draw 1 more card. We got that King of Wands. I'll point out, Queen of Wands showed up earlier. Okay, so with the World flipping up first, and it being paired with the 8 of Wands, sorry, 8 of Swords here, I feel like this moment, the moment that you experienced this betrayal, it was meant to teach you something about yourself, who you are in relationships, and it also taught you something about who this other person is. I think that there's something you know about it not being about you, and it really, like, whatever this problem is has more to do with this other person. Like, they weren't ready for you at the time, and no matter, like, the way that I see it is that you were so mature in this already, like, you approached this from such an evolved state that when you experienced whatever this rejection is, it's almost like you let it go immediately, or you processed, like, the 5 stages of grief internally quite quickly. With that 8 of Swords here, usually it talks about feeling trapped in a situation, and in a way, I guess the way that I'm interpreting this one is that you're not trapped in that you can't do anything. It's that you actually respect that you shouldn't force anything, and that, again, if this person wants to heal it, they're the one who has to come to you to discuss this. With the positioning of the King of Wands that came after, he is looking at her being bound in this situation, and he knows he can actually do something about it. Again, okay, so the situation again is different for each person. I implore you, use your own discernment when deciding if this person is worth allowing in or not, and if you want to have this conversation with them, because ultimately, again, it is up to you. Dang. Okay. Actually, I feel compelled to draw a few more cards on this. Can you tell me more about the King of Wands, Spirit? Why is the King of Wands here? Seven of Swords. That's some, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this type of energy surrounding this guy. And to be clear, yes, both of you are a type of pair, and that, like, there's something here for both of you. But if this person is treating you this way, like, I don't know, like, I feel compelled to tell you to just be really careful around them whenever they come back, or especially if they're looking at you. Again, you don't have to, like, be cold to them, but understand that they seem to be looking at you from a distance and hesitating on if they want to come back or speak on it. I feel like they really do, especially with those two large tarot cards that we got. They want to reconcile or salvage something with this, but it's like their pride, their ego is getting in the way. Spirit, can you show me one more card, please? So we got death. Something changed in them mentally, like quite recently. It could be again about this third party situation or whatever it is that they're looking for, but I get the sense that they went out there, they tried to look for something else, and they realized that no one was exactly like you or even close to you. I feel like I'm again talking to somebody who is very unique and who knows themselves. And they know that they could work something out with you, or if they weren't, I don't know how to say this, they knew, like there's this just feeling of regret coming from this other person because they knew they could have had something special with you. They knew you could have been a pair. But at the same time, if they want to do anything with you from now on, they have to own their fuck up. Like they messed up and fumbled the bag in a way. And they need to have enough humility to swallow their pride, to approach you, to talk to you, to begin to reconcile this. So aside from all this energy that I'm seeing, human to human, I just want you to honor yourself and to know yourself. Again, like, not trying to feed into any type of preconceived notion or delusion about who this other person is. I want you to see it for yourself because, again, this is for a general audience, so I don't know what your specific situation is. If you were to see yourself as your friend, like your own bestie in this situation, and you as the bestie see this occurring to your friend, what advice would you give to your friend who's experiencing what you're experiencing? Think about that. Again, use your own discernment when it comes to this situation, because ultimately, whenever this person comes up, it's up to you to decide if it's right for you or not. So this is everything that I'm seeing for this reading. It was quite heavy, honestly, but I really hope it helps. If you enjoyed this and it resonated with you, please leave me a like and a comment. I would really appreciate it, and I'd love to hear more about it. And if you're interested in supporting me, I have a Ko-fi account now. You can check it in the description box down below, or you could also send me an email. So, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.